this video, we'll talk a little bit about what the intersecting feature is in the masking tool. I have on the left the before and on the right the after. So let's just open this one, take a quick look at what we've got going on for our masks and break it down. So I've got a mask for the head, I've got a mask for the eye, and I've got a mask for opening up the shadows in the neck. I'll close the masking space. Let's take a look at that before, and you'll see what those masks have done. I'll tap the reset button. Let's first give it an auto correction, then let's open up the masking tool, and we'll grab the radial gradient. We'll pull it over the giraffe's head. This anchor allows me to rotate the ellipse, and I'll select just about like this. I'll leave the feather reasonably soft, and now what I'll do is open up my whites and just a little bit of exposure, about a third of a stop. I will increase the saturation a little bit. I will increase the texture, and let's give it a little bit more sharpness. Now I will name it. We will work on the eye next. Create a new mask, take the brush tool, paint over the eye. Let's come back over here. Let's bring the exposure up a little bit. And that, let's give it a little bit of texture. Again, a little bit of sharpness. And then let's collapse that container, add a new mask, use the brush tool, and just gently select under his chin, and we'll brighten up the neck a little bit, open up the shadows, bring in a little bit of white, bit of texture, move the exposure as well. That's good enough. I don't want it to look too unreal. So you can see that there's a bright area all the way around that ellipse behind the head of the giraffe. And this is where the power of the intersecting mask comes in. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of that bright area. So I'll select the head layer, the head container, and the 3-dot menu, and I will intersect this mask with select subject. The artificial intelligence has selected the subject and intersected the subject with that radial filter. So if we take a look at this white on black, you'll see what's actually happening. Now let's turn off the subject. Here's my ellipse. So intersecting with the subject is what knocked out that brightness in the radial gradient. I'll turn off the overlay and dock this, and now you can see the before and the after.